tastes good.
Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing a what I eat in a day, which is super fun. I have not filmed one of these in a while. Also, I've already started eating my breakfast. I will include footage of this after this whole little segment, okay? I was going to wait, but I got really hungry. So we do have a sponsor for today's video, which is super exciting. And I know a lot of people normally skip through this part. Hear me out. I think this is a really important sponsorship to actually listen to. So please just a few moments. Most of you guys out there watching this know that climate change is a real and undeniable threat that is going on in our world today. We can already see the effects today, and they're only going to continue to get worse unless we act right now. I do want to be a mom someday, and it's really scary to think that the next generation of kids are going to be negatively affected by the actions of previous generations. And I know that our generation can create a greener, safer world for everyone if we all start acting right now. So with the app We Are 8, we can actually all work together to help reverse climate change with only 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes a day. Super crazy. So pretty much in the app, brands sponsor you to watch their content. And this may sound too good to be true, but each time you accept a sponsorship on the app We Are 8, you get paid, and in addition to that, a donation is made to a charity of your choice. When 100 million people come together as a planet and use We Are 8, we can all make an extraordinary change. So personally, I've been using We Are 8 for only a few days, and I definitely have made a little bit of cash on the app, but that's really not my main goal of it. Super easy. You can watch a little commercial for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then answer like 2 or 3 questions, and then easily make like a few cents off of that. And I know a few cents is not a lot of money, but over time, accumulating all of that money, using the app regularly, you can actually, donate a good amount of your money to these amazing charities that are making a big change out there in the world. I love using We Are 8. I use it anytime I'm just laying on the couch, like watching TV mindlessly or doing other things. And there's a lot of different things you can do too. You can watch commercials for like a few cents, or you can actually make posts on Instagram or something and get like $15, $25. So check it out if you guys want. I love the message behind the app and what they're trying to do, so I highly recommend you guys go and download this app. I've already showed it to a few of my friends, and I've had them download it just because I know all of us just like mindlessly scroll through Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and using an app like this will actually make a change out there in the world. So I will put a link down below if you guys want to download this app for yourself. Like I said, it's super easy to use. Anyone can make an account, so yeah, go ahead and check that out down below if you guys are interested. And yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna finish this breakfast. To the part of me making it. So today I was craving Ezekiel bread, peanut butter, and a banana, aka the most basic toast ever. So I like to freeze my bread. I don't know if that's weird or not, but it works just as fine. So I just throw this into the toaster oven for a few minutes. And for my beverage of choice, I drink coffee like 90% of the time. Sometimes I'll do tea if I don't need the caffeine, but today I needed the caffeine. And this was actually my first time trying this coffee from Trader Joe's, so I did a little taste test to see if I liked it, and yeah, it turns out it's super good. So I went ahead and poured myself some more, and then added some almond milk. I'll admit that my coffee tastes way better when I use oat milk, but this is all that I had, so we're gonna roll with it. All right, and now that our bread is all toasted, I almost burn mine every morning, so this is very accurate. I like to add a few generous tablespoons of peanut butter. Like guys, I do not skimp on this. I add again and again more peanut butter. I just love the stuff. Okay, no one's gonna stop me. I just keep going. And then when it comes to the banana, I just love bananas. I eat maybe 1 to 2 bananas a day. I try to fit like at least half of the banana on the toast. I really stack it up. And yeah, whatever gets left over, I just end up eating it because yeah, no one wastes food here. And there you go. That's my go-to breakfast. It's sweet, fatty, crunchy, everything I want to start my morning. Hey guys, what's up? It has been a few hours since I've had breakfast. Right now I'm just sitting at my desk. Well, I guess technically the dining table. But yeah, something that I wanted to mention though was kind of like a goal that I'm trying to get every single day, and that is drinking a gallon of water. I did the math, and it's pretty much like 4 of these giant hydro flasks. Like this is 32 ounces. 32 ounces times 4, 128. Math. At first, I thought it would be a lot harder, but as I was kind of keeping track mentally in my head, I realized that I kind of naturally drink like a gallon of water every day anyways. I think this is technically my third one. It's pretty much full, and I'll definitely finish this before dinner and then I'll fill it up again. But I've definitely seen a lot of improvements with it. Like my skin feels more hydrated, it feels more glowy. I have been going to the bathroom a lot more, and I have been doing number 2 a lot more often too. If there's anyone constipated out there and you know, you're wondering why you're bloated all the time, you maybe need more water in your diet. I don't know. One of my biggest tips if you're trying to drink more water in the day is to get a big ass water bottle like this, because it's way easier to keep track of how much you're drinking. So yeah, I'm getting a little hungry. I've been sitting at this computer for not that long, but long enough. Since I've been like in quarantine, kind of, my like eating schedule has been very off. I've kind of been doing intermittent fasting without even trying. I get out of bed around 10 a.m. From there, like I do little things here and there, like a workout and shower or whatever, and then by then it's around noon or 1, and that's when I actually have my first meal of the day. And yeah, it's pretty wild because I usually work a part-time job, and on the days that I do work my part-time job, I like eat breakfast like around 8 a.m. So for me to have breakfast at noon is so wild to me. I like it, I don't mind it. So yeah, let's go ahead and make some lunch. I don't know what I'm craving, but we will see once we get to the kitchen. Behold my setup for a vegan Caesar salad. Jazz hands. All right, so first off, we're gonna start off with the dressing. I am not a chef. I do not have a particular recipe for this, but what I ended up doing was mixing up some hummus and lemon juice. I chose these 2 ingredients for the base because I feel like Caesar dressing is creamy and tangy, and these are definitely the first 2 things that come to my mind. Now, to give this dressing a little bit of a kick, I added a little bit of spicy brown mustard, but I forgot to film it, so make sure to add a little bit, like maybe a teaspoon. And I decided to keep the spices super simple. I just added some black pepper, red chili flakes, and then some garlic powder. And you may find that your dressing is a little bit on the thicker side, so if it is, don't be afraid to add a little bit of water in there. I know what you're thinking. What if it waters it down and it doesn't taste as good? I swear this tastes so tangy that you're gonna want to add water in it. All right, and now that the dressing is done, let's move on to our protein, which is plant-based chicken. Does it taste exactly like chicken? No, but it has a great texture and it has so much protein in it. So I love throwing these into my salads or really any dish that requires chicken. So I just decided to cut these lengthwise, but you could cut them into little cubes if you prefer that. And then to give them a good sear on the outside, I just threw them onto this hot pan. You obviously don't have to use your hands if you don't want to. I honestly love cooking with my hands, and you'll see this a lot throughout this video. So if this annoys you, just know I washed my hands very well beforehand. And while the chicken's cooking, I went ahead and cut up some bell peppers and some tomatoes. Go ahead and add any other vegetables that you'd like. Make the salad your own. Go and experiment. Do your thing. But for me, this is really all I had in my fridge. For the actual salad part, I decided to use arugula and spinach. These are my favorite greens, so I just went ahead and used this. I'm pretty sure Caesar salad is made with romaine and has like croutons and stuff, but you know what? We're gonna move past that. So go ahead and coat your salad very generously, and then go ahead and give that a good mix. Then you can go ahead and lay out your chicken. Of course, you can do this before adding the dressing, but I wanted to do it for the aesthetic purposes, you know? All right, and there you guys go, my classic vegan Caesar salad, even though it's not technically a Caesar salad, but you know, it's fine. It kind of tastes like it. I honestly have not made this in so long, but you guys, I don't know what's really come over me, but I've really been craving greens and salads, and I normally don't. Like, I normally crave veggie grill or something, so the fact that I'm over here eating a salad as my meal is pretty, you know, groundbreaking. It's so good. Highly recommend adding those like little tiny bell peppers because they're way sweeter than like a normal bell pepper. I'm pretty sure you can eat this vegan chicken straight out of the bag, but I like searing it on a pan because it gives it a better texture on the outside. And honestly, like eating it right off the pan, it's warm and it's comforting and it's so good. All right, so I'm gonna finish this and then I'll get back to you guys when it's dinner time. All right, and for dinner, we are making ramen. So excited to make this, and it's really easy. If you had legit ramen noodles, I'm sure this would taste a lot better, but this is all that I had. And for our protein, I'm gonna add some tofu. So really, the only trick I have to get super crisp tofu is to get as much liquid out of it as possible. So I like to lay down 2 paper towels, and then I'll cut the tofu in half. That way I can get more water out from the inside. So lay down the tofu flat, and then put 2 more paper towels on top, and push with all of your might. I'm using so much body weight, it does not even look like it, but trust me, it'll be worth it. If I'm just cooking for myself, which is usually the case, then I'll only eat half the block and I'll store the other half in a reusable container. And I don't know about any of you out there, but I am a huge garlic fan. So I found the fattest clove I could find in my household and I crushed it up, chopped it very finely, or honestly kind of roughly, just make it small. This one clove is going to add so much flavor to our tofu, so could not recommend enough. Now to butcher our tofu, I first start off by cutting it down vertically in these like long, thin lines. And you know what? Looking back, I definitely should have made these cubes a bit more small, especially if you're adding these to ramen. But you know what? We all make mistakes, so don't follow what I'm doing. Make these a little bit smaller. All right, so next, heat up a nonstick pan, and you're gonna add maybe about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. If the oil is gliding around really easily like water across the pan, then I know it is hot and ready to go. All right, and then go ahead and add your tofu to the pan. Of course, you don't need to be using your hands like I am. This is definitely more dangerous. And then here you can see me just fixing up my mistake from earlier. All right, and then after a few minutes, go ahead and flip your tofu. We're looking for a nice golden color. And then after that, go ahead and add that garlic. Yes. All right, and then we're gonna stir just a little. And sometimes the tofu doesn't flip completely, so I just flipped all the ones that have the white side up. Let this cook for another 3 minutes and then go ahead and add some lime juice. Oh my gosh, yes, make it rain. And then to add a bit more umami into our tofu, we're gonna be using this liquid aminos. You could use soy sauce, but I honestly just prefer the taste of liquid aminos. So give the pan a little shake, and if no one else is in the kitchen, maybe practice your little pan flip so you look cool next time someone's cooking in the kitchen with you. And for spices, I went ahead and added a generous amount of ginger and then some sesame seeds. Give that another good stir, and there you guys go. Sexy, seared, and crispy tofu. All right, and now moving on to the noodles. This is what I love about instant ramen. It is just so easy. So I just went ahead and added a bit of hot water, and this is supposed to sit for 6 minutes, so I just put a bowl on top of it to let the steam go crazy inside. I took the noodles out a little bit early and added it to the same pan that I cooked the tofu in. I know, crazy. All right, it's not that crazy, but I love doing this to add some extra flavor to my ramen. To prevent the noodles from sticking to the pan, don't be afraid to add a little broth in there, all right? Let's get it juicy. On this side, you can see me just chopping up some fresh cilantro. Don't know if this is authentic at all, but this is what I love doing. And of course, we have to add half a lime. It is so great with lime juice, guys. So go ahead and add the lime juice and the cilantro, and then this is optional, but I love adding a little bit of this vegan chicken seasoning from Trader Joe's. It's so good, and it'll make your ramen kind of tastes like a nostalgic top ramen, but a way better version. All right, and now that the noodles are cooked through, I'm gonna go ahead and add that tofu back in just so it gets nice and hot with the noodles. And then to add a little bit extra heat, some caliente fire, I love adding a little bit of chili flakes. All right, and give that a good little shimmy and add it to your bowl of choice. I honestly wish you guys could taste how good this is. If you were gonna try any recipes that I showed in this video, this is the one to try. Pretty obsessed with it, so I'm probably gonna buy a few more containers of these at Trader Joe's. And at this point, the noodles are pretty dry from cooking it on the pan, so I always love to add a bit more broth in it and, you know, just make it as soupy as I'd like. This is definitely such an easy dinner to make, so if you're ever confused on what to have for dinner, definitely try this out. It's super easy, and I'm pretty sure this ramen costs like $1 at Trader Joe's. What's up? I really love making this dinner. I haven't made it in like a while, probably like a few days, but it's like probably one of my go-tos. Oh my god, so freaking good. Highly recommend making it, and if you do end up making it, please send me some photos on Instagram or Twitter, because that would make me the happiest bean ever. And again, I really want to thank We Are 8 for sponsoring today's video. With Earth Day coming around the corner, I think this is the perfect time to download the app. So if you guys want to download the app for yourself, the link will be down below. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more What I Eat in a Days, make sure to let me know down below in the comments. I love you a ton, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! This is so good.